Hello, friends. So, I wanted to give you a little chat on the Gordo Lobo, on the mullein, aka toilet paper plant, as one of the fun names that we know for this Gordo Lobo, this mullein. I wanted to share with you my experience, how to work with it, because many people have asked for the babies. I had over a couple of dozen plants in my front yard, and I've already had about 8 people come in and take the babies. And there's another, I'm going to guess about 10 people that have PM'd me, have private messaged me on Facebook for plants of their own. And if you haven't private messaged me and you've made comments, the instructions were to private message me. So if you want a plant, just do that. And it just makes it easier for me to send you instructions. So basically, what I am asking people to do is bring their own bucket, bring their own shovel, bring some dirt, and then I want you to dig up your own plant, and that way we can continue our social isolating plan that we have going on here. And just take a plant, please. Be thoughtful of other people that are coming. There's many other people that want the plants, so take one. There's some really big ones out there. Feel free to take a really big one. Just fill in the hole when you're done. So, that's the way we treat the earth. We leave it the way we found it or better. And so, I've been saying prayers out there for the plants to send them home with you. But of course, add your own prayers. That's greatly appreciated. And it's a way of creating relationship with our plants. So that's a good idea too. And the way I do things are not the way everybody else should do them. So I'm just asking that you do the best you can do, and if following my instructions. But of course, I trust your instincts, and I hope you will do things in a good way, in your own good way. Thank you. So mullein has been coming to me. Of course, I learned about it from, like I said, from my dad, from my father, who grew up in Black Lake in Taos Mountains. And that was one of the first plants he introduced me to, and I became friends with, and has grown in all of my gardens throughout my life. Wherever I've been, this plant will always pop up. And when I was living in the East Mountains, it filled a field full of them. And then since I've been out here in the city since 2020, in every garden that I've planted, mullein shows up. And it especially shows up when there's going to be a great need for it. And so, it's in abundance right now in my front yard. And it's a tonifier for the lungs. And I do smoke mullein. I will add it to my tobacco blends or other herbal blends that I make, and I do smoke it. And I am appreciative of smoking my plants, and I think it's a great way to get that plant medicine into your body through the smoke. I really believe in the spirit of the plant, how it works, and a lot of times it penetrates our energetic spiritual body through the smoke. And so that's why I enjoy doing that, and actually it's one of my favorite ways to do it. But you can make it into a tea. You can soak your feet in it. If you don't want to drink it, you can make a hot bath with some Epsom salts and throw the mullein in there and let your feet soak in there too. Now, I grow the mullein predominantly to grow the flowers during the summer. I collect the flowers as they pop up. I take several flowers until I fill up a 8-ounce or pint-sized jar halfway with the flowers, and then I pour oil on it, and I use the oil to strengthen the throat chakra and anything that's going on in this area around the neck, behind the ears, the jaw, anything that has pain in there, or if we're having trouble speaking. I believe it's a great ally to the feminine, to help speak and to bring you into your creative body and help you to be able to voice what you need to voice. And so that's what I predominantly grow it for. I do use the leaves for the lungs, for tea, for smoking, and then I use the roots. And the roots, I use the first year roots, so those little plants that are out there now before they send up their biennial plants. So before they send up their spike, I will gather the roots, and I will soak that in an alcohol, and I will soak it in there for about a month to 2 months. And then I use that for headaches and for altitude sickness and for pain in the body, especially back pain. But it works on headaches too. And so it has a lot of really good uses. And I don't know everything that I've been working with this plant for, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it, almost 60 years. Well, there's been a few years in between I was using other plants, but this plant has been in my life on my journey. And so there's a lot more to learn about these plants, and that's why I tell people pick one or two plants to learn about, to study with, and make them your allies. And mullein right now is an ally to our community, and so I encourage people to send me a PM, let me know that you're interested in gathering one of these beautiful allies. And if you have any personal questions or any concerns, Mino and I are working from home. I'm doing consultations over the phone, and Mino is doing long distance healing. And I do encourage people who are feeling trapped or feeling intense emotional things that are going on in your mind, your body, your heart, to call us up and get a long distance healing. And if you want me to do the guided meditation, I can do that with you too. All right, wishing you all the best. Can't wait to see your lovely faces in my garden. And you all take care. Bye bye. See you later.